Hey, what's going on, Internet? Welcome to another Deck Tech, number 12, and we are doing another one of the classics, the Azorius Cloudshift combo deck. Been around forever. So, let's see what makes this up. You've probably seen this deck around. There are a lot of slightly different builds here and there. This is the one I've been using for quite a while. So we'll go through real quick. All 4 Cloudshift, 1 Righteous Blow, 3 Wall of Omens, 1 Reprisal, 1 Brimaz, 2 Mentor, 1 Baneslayer, both Planar Cleansing, 1 Resolute Archangel, 4 Think Twice, 1 Peel from Reality, 3 Gomazoa, 3 Dissolve, 1 Master of Waves, 2 Talrand, 3 of the 4 Archaeomancers, I'll get into that in a minute, 1 Traumatic Visions, and 2 Sphinx-Bone Wands. As far as lands, we got 24 lands, we have 18 basics, 6 tap lands. So you kind of skew a little bit more towards blue, and also you kind of want blue earlier. So we have this 16 over 16 blue, 14 white. These tap lands, they're just all Azorius guild gates designed to confuse your opponent. And I think you can get away with 24. I used to run 25, but drop down to 24. I forget what card I fit in. It was probably the Righteous Blow I wanted to fit in. But okay, let's go through the basics of the deck. The main thing is cloud shifting your Archaeomancer, getting cloud shift back, and then, triggering whatnot. So you can either, trigger the Sphinx-Bone wand every time, for 1 white mana, and that's how you kill them. You can keep triggering Talrand and making Drakes or as much white mana as you have. And you can trigger Archaeomancer. So the Archaeomancer will come back and then you can pay an extra 1 to draw a card off the Mentor. And then you can actually go really wombo combo if you have Mentor and Talrand and Archaeomancer. You start blinking the Archaeomancer, you're drawing. You pay 1 white to blink the Archaeomancer. Drake comes into play, you can draw a card off Mentor, then Archaeomancer comes back into play, you can draw a card off Mentor again, and go off that way. So another thing you can do with the Archaeomancer, there's a singleton peel from reality, instead of your normal bounce spell like Voyage's End, or it's not a Vapor Snag deck. So what you can do with peel from reality, if you just have a single Archaeomancer out, you can peel from reality your Archaeomancer and one of their dudes, and then when you replay the Archaeomancer, you can get the peel from reality back. Now let's say you use your Peel from Reality earlier on, on a Wall of Omens to bounce one of their dudes. Later on, if you have a Cloud Shift, you can actually play your Archaeomancer, get the Peel from Reality back. Wait, let me rewind here. I'm probably not explaining this good enough. So let's say actually you have a Peel from the graveyard, and you have an Archaeomancer in play, and you have a Cloud Shift. What you can do is Cloud Shift your Archaeomancer to get back that Peel from Reality. Peel from reality the Archaeomancer, and then when you replay the Archaeomancer, you just get the Cloud Shift back, and you can start that, whole thing again. So you really only need 1 of those. So let's say, they have, a big dude. So, you Cloud Shift your Archaeomancer how many times you need, for how much mana you have to do whatever your board is allowing you to do. And then, on the second Cloud Shift or third Cloud Shift, you get the peel back. And you peel the Archaeomancer, and then, maybe you have enough mana to recast the Archaeomancer, and you get the Cloud Shift back. So you can actually, if you plan on peeling something, you actually just do that after the first Cloud Shift. So Cloud Shift, Mancer, get peel back, cast peel, returning Mancer, and whatever you want your opponents back to their hand, and replay Mancer, and get Cloud Shift back. Alright, seems pretty simple. We only run 4 counter spells. We kind of want to just set up defenses or draw cards in the early game. So the dissolves and stuff, if you don't draw anything else, you just cast them. And the late game just protects your board. So just 4 counter spells, 3 dissolve and 1 traumatic vision. Because we do run planar cleansing, it is nice to have this fetch a plains on demand if for whatever reason we don't have the 3rd plains and we need the cleansing. And once we hit all our mana, just keep it in hand as a 5 mana hard counter. So the thing with Cloudshift is you actually never really need to save it, because when you draw your Archaeomancer, you're always just going to get it back. So, if you have nothing else going on, you can just blink a Wall of Omens. Especially if you have a Mentor in play, blink a Wall of Omens, draw 2 cards. Costs you 3 mana, but, you turn the Cloudshift into a Divination, which is fine by me. I mean, also, if you want a Cloudshift to save a Brimaz or a Baneslayer, that's fine too. I have the Resolute Archangel in here because, it does take a little bit of time to get set up. But, you can stall them out pretty good, but sometimes you stabilize like at 4 or 6 life or something like that. So the Archangel's in there, to get you back up to 20. And, you're also playing Cloudshift, so you can just blink it and, keep going back up to 20. They don't remove it in response. So we're playing, 3 Wall of Omens, just gets in the way, draws a card. Brimaz, he can be a win condition, but he's also just mostly just a big wall. Gets in the way of all the ground troops. Like, he is the anti-Rabblemaster card. Like, Rabblemaster hates attacking through him because, the Rabblemaster tokens have to attack, so you block with Brimaz, but the token can't assign damage to the token Brimaz makes, so you're just building your board and, canceling out their Rabblemaster. Baneslayer is a win condition on her own and, helps you stabilize. Already went over Archangel. The Gomazoas, like I said, they just, sit there holding off tokens, holding off pretty much everything, the exception of maybe an Inferno Titan or anything with Trample, get you to your late game. You have 1 Master Waves. It's a fine Cloudshift target because when you blink it, you don't lose your elementals because all that shit happens at once. So even though Master Waves leaves and comes back, technically, the game never actually sees him gone. So the elemental creatures, don't lose that +1/+1 and die because they're 1/0s. So, you can blink him for, an extra token or 2 or 3, depending on how much you have. I mean, we have some devotion, but we're not going to, really build around Master Waves. It's just another value creature you can Cloudshift. Protection from red is big, against Kiln Fiends and Pyromancers, Gutter Snipes. Mostly against Rabblemaster and Kiln Fiend. You can hold them off indefinitely. And, Talrand. Let's actually look how many instances of sorceries we have for Talrand and Sphinx-Bone Wand. We have 1. You can count 3 for the Archaeomancer, I guess. Because, he's going to get something back, but we won't. So, 1, 4, 5, 9, plus another 4 for the flashback, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21. Actually, you probably shouldn't count these planar cleansings for Talrand and Bone Wand. So 19, plus the 3 Archaeomancers getting it back. So, we have plenty of instants and sorceries, to trigger Talrand or Bone Wand. I mean, because, with all those instant sorceries, just a Talrand and just the Bone Wand by themselves, are win conditions. Obviously, if you start shifting Archaeomancer to become turbo win conditions, just on their own, they can win the game just fine without the combo, with all the instants and sorceries we have. So, and also, since we're running 3 Archaeomancers, I'm going to run a little bit of a toolbox here. I have a Righteous Blow to take care of, early dudes, like someone gets overzealous with the Rabblemaster, or, starts Artful Dodging a Kiln Fiend, and that will take care of that. 1 Reprisal for, the big dudes that slip through, then we don't have a cleansing, can't hold them off with the peel, or we can't counter it. And what other 1-ofs do we have? One appeal from reality. And, like I said, 1 of Traumatic Visions, but also, just, there's another hard counter and more for, emergency land cycling. I only run 3 of the 4 Archaeomancers, because, like I said, you don't really need him to win with this deck. And just having 4, I mean, if you draw too many Archaeomancers, you get just super clunky. I found this dropping to 3 and, fitting in this Righteous Blow has actually been better than just running the full 4. So that's what I dropped the 4th one for. If you disagree and you absolutely need to run 4 Archaeomancers, go ahead, run 4 Archaeomancers. That's why I did it. Now some lists will actually run Inspiration. I prefer the Mentor because let's look at all the stuff and triggers it. 3 walls, the Brimaz tokens, the other Mentor, the Gomazoa's, Master Waves and his tokens, Talrand and his tokens, and the Mancer himself. So, and he's a 2/2 dude. Who can trade or hold off 1/1 tokens. And I think you're just gonna get more bang for your buck with the Mentor, even though he's a little bit slower and you might not get any cards at all off of him. But then just inspirations or other draw spells that I can't think of off the top of my head. You're on both Panic Cleansings. Like I said, if we got our wall set up, all our Gomazoas, and they eventually go over the top with something crazy. Like we don't really need our Wall of Omens and Gomazoas in play to cast a Panic Cleansing and go from there. Like usually, if you can go turn 3, 4, and 5, stall them out. They build a big board. Turn 6, Panic Cleansing, clear their board, and then you can follow up with the Bone Wand, or depending on what deck you're playing against, what you're scared of, just hold up counter spells forever, and you'll eventually get there. Like I said, it's not a race. You've got plenty of tools, and you've probably seen this deck a million times. It's been around since the beginning. Like, I think the only new additions are Master Waves, Peel from Reality. I don't think this Traumatic Visions was there at the start. But everything else has been in place, except the guild gates. I mean the Trilands. I think before I just ran the 4 Azorius guild gates and then just all basics. But there's no need to splash anything. Like in a deck like this with Bone Wand, Archaeomancer is better than making the mana work for something like Warden of the Eye. Like Warden of the Eye is better with Warstorm Surge and Cloud Shifting. You just want to Cloud Shift and combo kill them with the Bone Wand. Archaeomancer is much better. What do we leave out? So we're just straight Azorius, so we don't have to get too fancy with the mana base. I don't really think we left out anything too meaty. I mean, we're playing Cloud Shift, but we don't need a Lone Missionary. I mean, if you feel you don't need a 1 of Lone Missionary. I mean, I guess it would be nice, but whatever. You don't need stuff like Raise the Alarm. And Attended Knight's okay, but is he really better than Brimaz or Gomazoa? I'd say the answer to that is no. So, yeah, I mean, Cloud Shifting Captain No Watch is cool and all, but we don't really need to go that route either. And so, yeah, your basic Azorius Cloud Shift combo deck. I'll be playing this very shortly. If you have any questions, just yell at me in the comments. Or, give me snide remarks like, oh, you're not playing this, you suck. So, give me a good reason why you think I should be playing something, and what you would cut, and why you think what your addition would be, why is it better. But alright, we'll be back soon with some games. Thanks for tuning in, and later.